Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Taco, and today we're back with another video, and the divisional round is here. Wild card round passed. Not a lot of great games, to be honest, but we've got 4 games to predict. I get to go more in depth on these games since it's the least amount of games I've done so far. And yeah, I'm excited. We got some pretty good matchups, and yeah, it's going to be a great week. Last week, I only got 3 games right, but you know, we're going to have better luck this week. Let's get right into it. You start off with the Texans heading to Arrowhead to face the Kansas City Chiefs. When you look at the Texans last week, it was a great week of football. You were able to get a win against the Chargers. You started off a little slow. You were able to get that nice drive to end the half, and then, you know, you got a field goal, you got a pick six, you got another touchdown somewhere. It just became a blowout pretty quickly. You allowed 1 touchdown, but then the blocked field goal that you were able to bring back on the extra point, it just escalated very quickly, and you were just able to dominate the Chargers after that first half was really close. CJ Stroud played a great game. I think that just when it comes to the playoffs, he plays his best ball. He had the interception early, but I think he played a very good football game. Justin Herbert obviously did not. And you were able to get the job done beating a very good Los Angeles Chargers team. On the other side, you look at the Chiefs. Coming off of a bye, they didn't play their guys in Week 18. They had a very early game, Week 17. They played on Wednesday. So they wouldn't have been playing for a lot of days. 24 days, I believe, which is a lot of days. You're going to be a little rusty, probably, because you didn't play your guys in Week 18. But at the same time, this is the Kansas City Chiefs. We know the Kansas City Chiefs are. The Kansas City Chiefs played their best football in the playoffs. I think that the biggest matchup that is going to help the Texans out is that their pass rush is great. Chiefs' offensive line has had some issues. When you look at the Chiefs, though, I think that their defense can stuff the Texans' offense. I think that it's going to be a little bit lower scoring of a game than some people think. You're not going to get a shootout between these two teams. What you are going to get, though, is the Kansas City Chiefs coming out with a 20-17 win. The Kansas City Chiefs, they are a very good football team. We all know it. When playoff time comes, they elevate their game. They're going to be a little rusty. There's going to be some issues. But when the game is close, when there's 2 minutes left, and let's be honest, this is how it's going to go. It's going to be a tied game with 2 minutes left, and Patrick Mahomes is going to bring them down the football field. Because that's how it always works, and that is why I am picking the Kansas City Chiefs to win this football game. Then you've got the Commies heading up to Detroit to play the Lions. When you look at the Commanders, had a great year, won their first playoff game in 20 years. They played the Bucs. It was a close game. You had a lot of times to score, and you were able to get it done just enough to win. 3 seconds left. You get a perfect drive to go down there and try to win it, and you're able to kick a field goal to win it. And overall, it was a very good game by the Commies. The Bucs are a scary team. I believe that the Bucs were the scariest team in the bracket for the Eagles, and you were able to beat them. I know that that's because the Eagles kind of suck against the Bucs, but still, you were able to beat the Bucs. That's a very good football team. Jaden Daniels looks legit. He didn't look, the moment wasn't too big for him, and he was able to get it done, and that team played a very nice game. On the other side, you look at the Lions. Had a first-round bye. Played their guys in Week 18. They had the very important game against Minnesota. They looked very good against Minnesota. Injuries, it seems like they got Anzalone back, and that defense was clicking. It's still not a very good defense, but the defense played well enough, and they were able to completely shut down the Vikings. And overall this season, it's been an offensive show. I don't think you're going to have Montgomery for this game. You might, but Gibbs is able to run the ball so efficiently. Goff is able to pass the ball so efficiently. And the Lions are able to play football so efficiently. I do think that the Commies will have their way a little bit when it comes to themselves on offense. I still don't think the Lions' run D is such an amazing group. And I think that the pass D for the Lions is still questionable. I think Terrion Arnold's out for this game. And I think that Jaden Daniels will be able to pass the ball a little bit. But I think when push comes to shove, one of the best teams in the league, is going to come out here and win this game. It's the Detroit Lions. Give me the Lions 31-24. They're going to be able to get the job done in this game. And yeah, I think that the biggest piece is just that they will be able to run on the Commanders. They will be able to throw on the Commanders. Yes, it's a good Commies defense, but the Lions are better. The Lions win football games, and the Lions are going to get it done again in advance. It's their third NFC championship in team history, even though they've just went back-to-back. Give me Detroit. Then you've got the Rams heading to Philly to take on the Eagles. When you look at the Rams, it was a very good game against Minnesota. Minnesota, there were some problems with that team, but your pass rush was able to get after them, man. Your defense played an amazing game. It was a great schemed game. Offense did their job. Stafford got it to the open dude, and the open dude ran with it. And it was a clicking performance. I mean, it was 24-3 at the end of the first half. That Rams team is really doing something nice, and they are really playing for something, as we know, with those wildfires down there. Pray to all the people affected. And, yeah, the Rams have been playing great football recently. They had some offensive woes, but they were really able to get back on track in this game, is what it seemed like. On the other side, you look at the Eagles, a team that had offensive woes. That's true. I think when it was important enough, we were able to get the ball down the field. First half, it wasn't great besides the kickoff that we were able to recover and score. But yet, just not an amazing game for Philly, but they were able to get the job done because the Packers also didn't have a great game. When you look at this game, though, I think that the biggest factor is that this is the Lions, this is the Rams. Matthew Stafford has only played with the Rams and the Lions, who both of them have played in domes. The Rams play in domes, and you're coming into Philly where the high is 30 degrees, the low is about 15. It's going to feel very cold. It's going to snow. Very happy. And you expect the team that's in a dome to come out on top. I don't believe it. I know the ref, and, they're playing for something huge. The ref is, apparently really bad against the Eagles. Give me the Birds, 20-10. It's going to be a little sloppy. It's going to be a little low scoring. One, because it is in the snow. But two, because the Eagles' defense is just like that. The Eagles' defense is one of the best in the game. I know that they lost to Kobe Dean. This is still one of the best units in football. They beat them earlier in the year. They beat them by 17 points. Yes, that's because Barkley ran for 265, and the Rams are going to be focused on Barkley. But we still have A.J. Brown. We're still going to throw the ball to A.J. Brown. And we're still going to win the football game. Give me the Birds. Then, in my opinion, and I think in most people's opinions, the game of the week is the Bills and the Ravens. This game is in Buffalo. When you look at the Bills, it was a great game against the Broncos. You had the touchdown given up early, and you just dominated them after that. It was an amazing football game by your offense, by your defense, by everything. The Bills beat the crap out of the Denver Broncos. On the other side, you look at the Ravens. This is a team that beat the Steelers really well. The Steelers, yeah, they don't play the best in the playoffs, but the Ravens were able to really control that game, and they were able to get a very comfortable win there. The Ravens are playing their best football. I think the Bills right now are playing their best football. This is going to be a great clash. It's going to be a high-scoring clash. It's going to be a very good clash. I think that one thing is that the Bills' passing attack can beat the Ravens' passing attack. It can beat the Ravens' secondary. This isn't a great secondary. This isn't a great defense, to be honest, in Baltimore. It's very good sometimes. Sometimes they just don't get it done. On the other side, though, the Ravens can easily exploit the Bills' defense. This isn't a good run D. This isn't really a good pass D. You're going to be able to score points. You're going to see a lot of points in this game, but the team that's going to come out on top. Yes, there was a score that happened earlier in the year where the Ravens won by 25 points. And I was picking the Ravens all the way until about 10 minutes before I filmed this video. Give me the Buffalo Bills 31-30. They're going to get the job done because they played some amazing football last week. I think that the Ravens also played some great football. But what the Bills have shown me is amazing. What I saw from that team, I think that the defense is improved quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. Give me Buffalo 31-30. For the NFC Championship, it'll be the Lions and the Eagles. For the AFC Championship, I have it being the Chiefs and the Bills. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I will see y'all in the next one. Conference Championship picks. Peace.